Most importantly, Minibu has always loved the Marshal, the Outlaw, and I expect them, even from the attack, to just bring it out, because I consider that to be a win condition for both of the teams.
Absolutely. I think Heretics on their attack side too of Ascent, going up against the double Sentinel comp, you're really going to be tested in terms of how you can work the map. Ascent,
obviously on the defending side, and a simplistic start, direct in approach.
PaperX playing fully off the A side, looking to retake with the comp that shouldn't want to do that too often. See what value Jing gets with the wall. Really good for going for diffusers in this spot, but it looks like he just wants to wall off the players in main.
Yeah, something already. Good start here, taking away Woot, and I will be keeping track of that man as well. Self-critical to this point. Minibu already going to find Divide. This is looking like there's answers to this. And PRX looking for that springboard in. This could be the start. It's not. Minibu shuts that down quickly. Already Heretics keeping this strong. Again, it doesn't always seem like a matters game when it comes to PaperX. They can go against those odds. Here we go, Heretics looking solid in that post plant. Pretty hard to make happen now.
30 seconds left.
Moved very alone over by Switch. The timing not terrible. 20 seconds. Feeling like I'm watching Fnatic here, but Wu does nicely towards Divide. Patmen stalwart towards the back of the side, but now going to be pressured and cleared. That's a problem. That opens up the plant. And now you've already got these profile positions working wonders. Heretics, oh dear me. That is a message sent, and a very well-prepared message. You heard it there. All coming in, Minibu. Taking a lot of space off this. And PaperX opting to try and play close. Okay, Jing, does he get to live?
Oh!
No! Heretics!
Cover going up.
I feel like you have to give one of these a try at some point. Instead, they're backing it up and they don't even get to save Patman's gun. Something scurrying back over towards B. And these are the kind of decisions that kill your confidence.
Absolutely.
If you can't even get into a round, something was trying to get posted on an aggressive line towards B main. And he's going to feel like his team needs him, and yet he had no hope of even being involved in this round.
This is a complete shutout. I'm a little worried here. And it's one of those things with PaperX, I do feel they're the against the odds team. The amount of times in that G2 series, for example, PaperX would go down a pick, you know, Forsaken might TP in somewhere, he's going to be picked, and then suddenly you'll get a bailout from something, or from Jing. Pick any of the other players, they'll get you 3. You almost have to give them that little extra room to play it.
Yeah, within a round, I do agree that they'll come back from almost anything.
Sitting back now, 20 seconds.
Same pathing.
Yeah, very similar to before. Exactly the same. Does it work out the same, however? No instantaneous fight over towards this area. 14 seconds being held at the door. PaperX finally fighting back. That's the team we were waiting to see.
What a triple kill from Patman. Benji Fishy left with it all to do. Spike down, no chances. Something again is not going to be
better.
Feeling great about his own impact, but he actually was really crucial to being able to keep that stack going on the B site.
Something. This is what we want to see. Confidence. Take a gamble, take a risk. He's taken a lot of space. That cam, I think it was a touch late, so something does get to strike first. Big scalp to be claiming on Woot, and he gets away. Early man advantage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Deploying drone.
We've seen some of these Heretics players hitting shots, but the test then falls once again towards something.
The ego on the drone?
I think he wants it. Oh, and a missed shot. That's a little upsetting. That's going to sour the mood, I'm sure. But this isn't opening a site. That's taken away one from middle, but it does isolate the 2 sides remaining, really, for PaperX.
It's definitely confident, but in a 5v4 scenario, maybe those are the kind of plays that you could cool down on.
Revealing area.
That's lovely. Try now. Going to be noted.
30 seconds
Got a pocket
left.
to play from, but Heretics running the court very low. This feels reminiscent near on of Fnatic with the time as it is. Spike now making his way through towards main. We have one at the site. Stunning from Forsaken. Simply better. There's now Boom, the final target found by Jing. PaperX. You can't leave him in those scenarios. Brilliantly handled under very, very amplified pressure. Anti on this. Himself a slip forward. Commitment for now. Trying to play it off for darts and a miss shot. And a death as well. Woot fast as hell to hit that shot. That's an early man advantage again. Something going down. This can't be a repeat incident.
Row now, but that one, a bit of a better chance. And the res, that is unbelievable
huge.
that he dies after he teleports. And so they can...
30 seconds
On
left.
this. You get to identify this as a fake. It's a very late fake too. The TP gets taken over towards Wine.
All on Forsaken.
And he was the one who succeeded before. Last time, I think it was 3. Might need something similar than that again. 13 seconds. Heretics got to get a move on. 10 now.
10
Barely
seconds
got
left.
time to get the plant here. Boo does well to take down Forsaken. Wound in the last couple of seconds. Still doing the damage
Spike
necessary.
planted.
Plant's in play. Patman isolates the flank from Benji. So there's still hope here.
A 4v3 post plant. A little claustrophobic, but Heretics in a decent position. Something finally got his operator back.
I'll handle
And now goes for the ult. Gotta try and find these players. Tee up the remainders. Spawning some out here, actually. Miniboo pinned to the wall. Oh, but what a trade from Rienz. Great back and forth action, but that time is ticking. And I think they might have called it quits on this one. Slowly backpedaling away. Heretics somehow recovering this round. I thought PaperX had a really good shot at that one.
And they would have done. But the key critical kill is that Forsaken goes down defending over towards A. We said it was all on his shoulders, and I think he played it fine. He just ended up getting caught by Boo in A main. Oh
Like,
yeah,
that you don't want him to
Absolutely.
stop trying to make these aggressive opportunities work for them, because more often than not they do, but we've had a couple of uncharacteristic misses.
the peek into the drone
Oh, there we
wasn't
are.
great, but there he lands an easier one.
But really, PaperX aren't falling for it. They're in the right place at the right time. And now that util comes in just wonderfully. Something seems very aware that someone is still towards main. 10 seconds now. It's do or die for Heretics. You've got to make it go. And PaperX's patience might just pay off. 5 seconds for the block going down. Something with a great strike towards Miniboo. Dives in head first. Still trying to operate at such a high level. Leaving just Rienz in a 1v3. Hold up. Turns the flash, gets back to it. Great clear from Devi. That patience was perfect from PaperX, standing their ground. Ooh, look at this 3-man walk down middle. This could be very, very nice. This puts Rienz right in the crosshairs. I like this from PaperX. Every single angle, every single approach. Nice shot still from Rienz, but a great trade from something. Now it makes Heretics feel pinned to this site.
And there goes the ultimate. Benji's going to have to dig himself out of a tough position.
It's all about timing. He won't get to live if they time this right, but this is everything! Benji gets away with daylight robbery on 1, but something is there for every single trade so far. Booth, though, standing his ground, making sure they can't scale up.
No way.
This is outrageous from him. Oh, you talk about confidence! 8 HP, and he's doing that! The face of what could be a dire scenario, but Heretics then picking up the pace. It's straight up the guts. All is there, though, this time. We could have the 1v1 divide. You fancy it? Yeah, you do. There it is. Killer Instinct talked about. Devi certainly got his own. PaperX hinder through.
30
The late
seconds left.
presence from Boo could be curious now. That could be a challenge they didn't expect. Miniboo's going to note this, but gets found by Jing. Again, this patience, this deeper hold on the site working so well as Boo. Okay, I had to take a pause there. That felt a little too scary, but PaperX showing some real depth of discipline here.
Yeah.
Well, the bar will be set high for PaperX, but can certainly achieve it. But for Heretics, a broken purchase here. Simplistic in stance and eyeing up the A site. It's Forsaken. In a curious spot now. Does he get a reward? Because I don't think we've cleared this. He didn't. But a mess made. Forsaken. Sorry, can someone look at Forsaken? How has he gone away with this? But Boo's at the back of the site. It's all topsy-turvy. Pure chaos from both sides now. A 3v2 advantage Heretics. No plant down yet. Weapons now recovered. They're back in business. But something has something to say. Miniboo isolated away towards A main. And now the plant committed.
Spike planted.
This is where you need to see all of that pressure being applied.
Oh, but Benji. The safe pair of hands for Heretics, holding on now as Patman, the last one to stand. Great pickup here. Find the final two. Not gonna happen. Heretics maintaining dominance on the half. Back and forth we go. There is still util in the way and a chance to be made for Wu again. How many times does he get this fight? He still loses. Forsaken, Jing, bounding in. Man, for Heretics, they thought they were in the right place at the right time. There's a whole pack of players for PaperX. Just prowling around the map, looking for anyone to take a fight.
How Forsaken gets value like that from the jumping right clicks over and over again.
10
It
seconds
reminds
left.
me of them playing Corrode against G2. Now in a 4v2, Boo and Benji with it all to recover.
Cover going out.
Sheriff with Boo. No paranoia though, just the smoke.
He's been hitting.
He has been. He's been sharp today. The Close double stack. Looks very good to hold. Jing and Defy, really great work there, but absolute chaos across the map. Pretty rough for him now. They're going to be playing at the back of the site though. Top right box, Paranoia goes in, and Heretics playing a little bit disconnected from site, but respecting the smokes. I want to look at Woot. If he does decide to go for something naughty, he does. And there's the counter swing as well. Woot does that well, but it's Jing to ping Miniboo right to the back of the site, so they've given themselves a path forward, but it doesn't feel secure. This feels scary now as that time begins to tick. They've got to make a move, but mostly passing through Heaven, kind of isolating and kind of denying something a trade forward, but Woot just bounds in, barrels in. Something now going to be shut out of the round here. Door going to be shut in his face. What are you meant to do? Nothing. Heretics, by hook or by crook, pathing incorrectly there, avoiding the trap.
Both players giving a little bit of respect. Woot actually with the confidence to get back on the angle with the one-way. So it's still gaining a lot of info for his team here. He's actually over pushing this maybe even.
But does PaperX even consider that? Absolutely not. Forsaken none the wiser until now. And he loses out. Woot does very well there. Almost playing too far ahead, but it's going to get them something. But look at Something's positioning then. Talk about unorthodox. Scaling through CT, but a good trade. Boo's still going to do damage, but PaperX taking the back roads towards the site. The support's on the way, but it's still going to be Woot isolated and alone. He has to stay alive. And for PaperX, they'd love to get him out of that position.
Yeah, Divide can't challenge this alone though, surely. He does and he wins it.
I can't believe he's gone for that. And there's that post-plant flash you were complimenting before. But Benji looking sharp on the pickup, vending Jing, he knows. The Pac-Man's here as well! And they've got to know where Defy was. But a 1v2, Defy always capable, always dangerous! Defy with a Red Bull clutch, reminding you exactly what PaperX can do.
What a round from Divide.
I've never seen a team exploit mid this much, right? This deep as well. Looking to pincer towards that B side. TP gets taken, he wants to take it towards that back B. But still, there's losses on the way. This isn't comfortable. Something they want to find Miniboo, but they did lose out on Jing.
They've walled themselves off from being able to go back into the A site now. Can they go Cat maybe? But then you'd have to go through Woot.
Oh, that's how you go through him apparently. With surgical precision from Something. And now he wants to catch the rotates, keep them locked in here. They've manipulated the map so well. The spike on the way and Something still firing. These are the glimpses, this is the team that strikes fear into your heart. PaperX looking back to business. Probably think Something's a bit weird.
All right, well that's a more common one.
This is where it gets tough. Woot really wants in on this fight, but Woot already had to back away, unable to synergize on this.
I'm not saying it's a high chance, but Woot will be given a chance.
Almost mirrored on both sides. The Outrun, I don't think, going to really crest through and see too much. Does PaperX continue like this? Heretics just holding the firing squad ready on the other side. Smoked off for now. Flash comes in and they scurry. They try and vanish for just a moment, but Something can find Re-ends! Where did you just get that? Rez comes in, it's emergency. Call the cavalry, call the support. Pac-Man barrels in, he wants some. Leaving just Woot alive now, 1v2, 2 bullets. Oh! He's seen him. Jing spotted, 13 seconds. Woot's still alive here, but Jing, known for these miracles, brings Woot down to size. He's going for the plant. This is outrageous from Woot. Massive impact. You said he's a danger. He absolutely is.
This round seems like it should be about the Sovers. Can Riens get a good defensive ultimate off before Pac-Man can get in?
Well, here we go. The Kings of Chaos are on the way, and they've got themselves a good opportunity on this. There's the combination of the ult coming in as well. That's going to put them under pressure. Forsaken flies in. It's something to get the reward of the kill, but Benji, still alive, gets his gun back out, but the site is cleared. This is magic from PaperX. Hold on, Woot. Not again, right? For PaperX, they batten down the hatches. They don't let this happen. PaperX. Lovely adaptation on the fly. Investing in Device ult, and it works. PaperX starting to feel like themselves again, look like themselves again. Ult here for Something. See this commitment now. Trailing in towards the A site. Now, Curiosity peeking. Ooh, speaking of peeking, almost too many targets in middle. So Woot's going to be the one to draw blood first.
There's a great advantage of playing the double duelist. Can they get another punish onto Pac-Man?
This time it's a little bit more isolated for Woot, though. He's in a bit of trouble, and something going to compound that. They come back for the fight.
Oh, what a bad decision from Patman there. I don't know why he takes that engagement.
It felt like desperation, but they're the ones who brought this back to 10 apiece. Great combination on the ults there. Jing is in trouble. A 1v4 required. Playing towards heaven. He's got all 4 players coming his way. Owl drone thrown into the mix. He can't stand as Heretics, given the fights they wanted in middle. I'm surprised PaperX fell into that trap. We might get a challenge on this. They're coming back around. The one-man stand against 5. Ult gonna come through. He is alone. He gets revealed. He has to fall off this now. He tried to stick around as late as he could, but it looks like the flood's coming nevertheless. PaperX at the door. Oh! And Rien sends him away. Stunning shot, but something still headstrong in approach. But there's the burst from Forsaken. Battering down 2.
That is such a sick TP play from Forsaken, and it's still a 3v3. Woot could do damage here. PaperX have taken a pause, trying to be disciplined, trying to bait Boo into a fight. Woot could be a legend here if he's able to pull it off with the op and the knives.
But he needs his team to keep them funneling towards him near on, get that support right, but they want to fight on CT. The right choice made as Forsaken wanting to get 5. They've got a great idea where Woot is, and they're leaving him stalking the final prey. Can Woot survive? He cannot under the pressure. Forsaken, 5 kills, tying up the scoreline.
It's a lot of noise. Devi offered a kill. Playing off a cam perhaps. Rien's trying to take the angle.
Oh! How's he got 2?
That's ridiculous. And all of the responsibility on this side of the map. He must be a hero.
He's done it before, but this has not been one of his highlight games. There's a lot, and that is a quick death. Maybe a blessing at this point. But PaperX doing everything necessary over deliveries by Devi, but we'll take it when you get it. Boo and Woot, no option but to fight forward now.
Trying to put the finishing touches on around here in a 4v2.
So close. Woot, a great performance, but great may not be enough against this team. PaperX looking to right their wrongs from that previous series. To get that mental, to get that confidence, to get that danger and fire back again, but Woot steps in, bold with the first, but he can't follow up, so now Boo with all to do. 2 players at the time is running low. He knows his options are limited, but he's going down swinging. 2 bullets and a prayer is not enough today. Map 1 is PaperX.
An exact replica of PaperX's victory on Ascent against G2. A 4-8 half and then a monstrous comeback on the attack side. They are so good in these spots.
We saw some teams given the space, just playing for the retake. I feel like PaperX probably is the one that is going to go on the hunt mostly, maybe leaving space and being very quick on those flanks and on those rotations. I want to see how they face up against it, because I think that something did find a lot of form in that second half.
Just waiting for the go signal, which is towards A, so actually worked out quite well, understanding maybe the simplicity of this composition. That early TP is in effect. They are surrounded on all fronts. Heretics walking into a massacre. PaperX, right place, right time, and absolutely landing everything. This is going to be a horrific wake-up call for Heretics. Again, the caliber so high here in Champions. You don't get rest. You don't get easy rounds.
It's just a perfect anticipation as well, isn't it, of exactly what Heretics are going for. If it was a B hit, you would have seen those 3 players in spawn go over towards where something was playing. Instead, something dives through the teleport and puts pressure on Heretics. Woot with it all to do. He's been fabulous, but you're never winning in that spot. You're just never winning. And then Benji can go really late, but it's very dangerous.
Okay, now starting to split back across, looking like a 3-2, and the curiosity by there pretty much, maybe wanting that information. As something has to play into the corner.
Oh,
no. This could be a disaster. And he's waited. He knew there was a fade nearby as well. It is another. Can't get past any choke point at all. They are being strangled out of this game.
That's an incredible blunder from the most consistent player on Heretics.
And something time to take strides here. A show of dominance. Just to be cautious. Still a threat to be found, even in this round. Stingers, Sheriffs. Look at body the drop, they've got it. Lovely clear. Finally, Heretics looking like there's a fire underneath them. Doesn't quite get a catch. Still a lot of players dedicated towards site itself. Prowler, the Horn, all coming through. So Paper X feeling like they're getting closer, but they still got so many bodies to try and play this through with Jing. Flies in, it's fantastic, but Heretics still holding on. The back line holding this time, turning the MasterCard Thrifty in their favor.
Because they hold W against the Kings at W Gaming. And something's got his operator in this spot. The Prowler broken.
He's still going to be present on the site. Has to fall back a little. New line gathered, and the nuke's now limited, if not none. Problem to be had. 3 players locked in towards long. A pop flash to go for it, and they fancy a look. They fancy a chance. And Divide just bullying. Paper X suddenly looking lethal as ever.
Util to be able to set that up is also remarkably good.
Super sick.
It's Divide who's on the cutting edge of it, but this, I believe, up over the top.
I'm a little bit worried. The Heretics are just going through the motions here, man. This looks a little bit lackluster still.
Well, they've got great opportunities here. You know, Rians can take away the audio cues, and Wu can spring out with a shorty. But no, Forsaken just sprays down 2 of them.
It will not be moved. Wherever you go, there is a brick. What? Get your 5. The crowd calls for it, and Forsaken will not get it this time. Benji putting up numbers as best he could. But this is 5-1, and Heretics looking shut out. For Heretics, it has to start now.
Their ult play execution was really nice on the attack side of Ascent, Heretics. They got a huge amount to work with here.
Flies off the rip. Patman wanted to be involved in this, but now it's just ults on, ults on, ults, and Patman, can you live? Can you survive? No. Dead and buried in the site, looking open, looking available. Investing those ults correctly here. Trying to take that space towards backside.
Divide goes for a peek, what a timing!
Oh, and a follow-up! Where are they getting away? Trying to hold things together. It's just pure chaos.
What an insane teleport!
He's still here, still around, and Heretics none the wiser. They do not know where something is. You can see the hesitation, the caution. And he waits for just a moment, pausing, letting that moment stew, and the information now is there. Something, oh, you almost felt it line up. Babu staying alive, but Jesus, did that take everything.
It's the footing, the toehold that Heretics need to keep the game competitive.
But it's a climb, and they are not stepping down yet. Something goes finding further. Babu, again, backbone here.
He's been rock solid when his teams needed him, actually, across both maps. He's not putting up the biggest numbers, but he's been important for them when it's mattered. Not really anticipating Heretics, perhaps, contacting up, but he's holding.
Oh, it's a fine angle, isn't it?
It's a reaction test.
Prowler forcing him off the slightly deeper line. Step back, falls in for the crossfire. Has to win the 1v1 for sake. Reveal. Now can he handle the flood coming his way? He's up for the test on the first. Passes were flying close, but swarmed in the end. And a consideration of the ult, but they feel that maybe they could go for something better. There it is, Benji going for the optimal if he could with a spray. It's not bad from Jing, but unconfirmed. There's Divide in all of this. Jing trying to keep all of that attention. Divide handled again. You talk about critical kills. Boo is doing this again. Finding these key ones that basically swing the round. Almost bookending this. As it looks like Jing's options are here to save.
And Heretics are finding more value now over towards B. We saw them go for those kind of showers pushes earlier on. But the default into the B finish has been the thing that's now working for them.
Yeah.
Starting to run out of these massive ultimates, though, that have been crucial to getting the rounds on the board. Jing, can he keep an op online? I think he'll be able to save this one easily over towards Cave.
So cautious here, Heretics. Don't really have that get out of jail free card with any of these ults. Still have Riens, but that's about all they've got here.
Seconds.
Aggression noted towards Shower. Horn goes in. His commitment today. Who Who's getting the double? Who's getting the triple? Paper Rex, always right place, right time. And Heretics look stumped for an answer.
A 4K from Pac-Man comes out of nowhere, man. What an insane defensive setup. Heretics were so cautious and so patient getting themselves into position. He gets Woot in the midst of that. That's mad. Woot already had a TP set up towards default.
And it's scarier when they're having fun. This feels dangerous if you're Heretics. Hell, you only had to look at the scoreline to know that, but again, the tension looking like it's been relieved from Paper Rex now. Forsaken did do nasty business down here before, just on the preemptive corners, but he's been hunted. He's been caught this time. Dealt with Jing. Much damage taken away too. 3v3.
But those are guns given away and Heretics to reset. They've got an open B side, but they could just slow the tempo down. Something goes diving in and dies the mini boo. That's another opportunity given, and Heretics really can now slow down that pace.
Shut him out as fast as possible. Jing was going to be getting more than he did, but he brought it back into a reasonable range. Again, you're looking at the shields here. It's only really Mini Boo who's got that light shield beside him, so Boo and Woot a bit vulnerable, and Divide gets the... Trying to work this one out here, and cresting this corner, he will have an opportunity. First, missed, and a chance and a new lease of life. Divide going back in for seconds, and Mini Boo's on the case. Pac-Man couldn't quite make it there in time to complement that clear. And a 1v3 is a lot to demand. Especially in these positions, Heretics would be absolutely fumbling this if they let it drop. Pac-Man trying to path toward an isolated player.
Probably anticipating the Boo's going to be playing off the molly back here somewhere. Instead, it is his younger brother picking things up over towards Market.
Oh, he's being given nothing.
Pac-Man got a 4K in the previous, but here doesn't even have an opportunity.
Really
Team
nicely
Heretics
called there from Heretics.
Yeah,
though.
Team Heretics comp is so much about the ideas that you bring. And I think that's one of the reasons why DRX have been so excellent with it on their attack sides, because they are a theory-based team. They come in with a lot of set plays.
We are asking them to operate at such a high level consistently, and the money's still here, and Jing still feeling aggressive. This time handled, but a trade out Forsaken trying to just get away. Stim barely getting him at regular speed, but he does make it towards backside and safety. And a 1-for-1 trade up, but Pac-Man is taking space.
And this is a very deep push. Trying to abuse the fact that Heretics are running these defaults over on the A side. Boo versus Pac-Man.
Talked about critical kills, and Boo has had them in droves now. Handled again. Great find from him, very diligent, but it doesn't mean you still have access to the sites.
Don't like that walk up from Woot as well when you know that you've got space over towards B. Maybe was going for that anyway.
Something's beating them to the rotation, though. He's in position. Fantastic find towards Benji. He doesn't even know how close he is to being another killer. Something, though, going to take the space with a shorty, play to that smoke, and the expectation is there from Heretics. Something keeping this space secure. The ult from above, Boo might just burn alive. Has to try and fall away, but Forsaken going to claim it with the ult, leaving just Riens to try and keep this one in their hands. No Horn to try and hide behind. No help on the way. It's a pure 1v3. And this is a horrific scenario to try and get out of. But Forsaken, how many multi-kills is this man going to get?
It's a sick round to get Paper X up to 7. Heretics still defaulting though. Not looking to end B just yet. The risk is that Benji is going to walk straight into this op. Something is on such a deep line.
This shot, but information.
Only on a lurker. It doesn't really tell you too much when you don't see a duelist or the fade.
Oh, Divide. You can see the curiosity. Riens calling in for support here. And it takes a lot to take one down, but you'll take that at this point. 35 seconds, they need a way in.
The ult from Woot can give them information on where to put the waylay. And they're actually leaving it. Yeah, complete fake. And something's left his deep line.
It's on Something who's been having caught there. Woot couldn't get away. Something playing a safer line here, a little bit more passive, just trying to hold that security for the rotations. They're going to give up the plant on this unless they have util for it, and they don't. So they're all going to come in. They try and overcompensate and play backside. No, they're going to play security. Mini Boo, though, going to find one. Goes for a big swing, but it's Riens to tip the scales in their favor in a 3v2. Going to need something to land a couple here. Just a shot goes astray. Benji backpedaling towards showers and security, looking like they've got some really good positions here. Lovely from Rienz. Something on 21 HP. He's given them some magic before. It's not being given much now.
Hold on. Bulldog in hand, it's not the best weapon for the job, and Boo's trying to make it much more difficult with the molly down there.
Oh.
I don't think this one's going to be possible.
Heretics, they've had to pull out all the stops here, man. This has been a very hard fought for just 5 rounds. Something tries to finish with a flourish, but 7-5 is competitive here after what felt like an absolute blowout of a beginning.
I think they did a good job of recovering that. We're worried about the mentals of both of these teams, and I think you can start to feel a bit more.
Wait and see, won't we?
Early Prowler allows Benji Fishy to stay on a more aggressive line, and Miniboo's confident, wants to try to take a fight, wants to do a bit of spamming, but as he reloads, Paper X walk up.
And look how close they are already, Forsaken, Jing, both towards site. There's a lot to handle, but it's Woot to then pick up the mantle, take over and find 2. And Benji back there in the space, playing towards the spike itself. Wants to put his body on the line for it, but Woot the bodyguard, disallowing any further steps from PRX. Pretty much held on this little short walk up.
Really sick round from Woot so far. Benji loses that duel to Device, so an opening here for Paper X, but the spike down in pocket still. A flank coming through from Boo, and if he falls, more danger.
Yeah, Woot's the danger man, sure, but Devi didn't take that much damage, still on 70. And Batman seems so acutely aware there's a chance of this flank.
Boo's playing it great though, just containing.
Doesn't need to do too much more. You should be able to put it somewhat safely in the hands of the 2 there and then slowly squeeze as is needed, but they're still looking for this kill. They'd love one. And Boo now on the tap of the spike will move closer. Lovely reveal. That was absolutely fantastic. Can't say enough how well that helped things.
It's Woot's flash as well that sets up the horn, can't be broken.
Notoriously explosive player as well. You've always got to be on your guard if he's nearby. There's Devi looking sharp as well from that previous. Got to be feeling himself after that. Even not in the conversion.
They're looking to try to push back Boo and Rienz in these positions. There's a little bit of short control for Heretics, but not enough to go for a sand crunch here. I should be fairly safe.
Third man now in attendance towards B. Rotation called over. See how this looks. How's that pressure? Jing. Usual pathing, usual scaling. Caught by Boo. This is getting dangerous though. Pac-Man on the fight back. That's lovely. Held off towards long. This gets dangerous. And look at the corner Boo is playing in. But they still clear. They absolutely do. Great Prowler there. Just ensuring the first missed, but found in the end.
All committed. They really want to win this. 4v3. Looking to try to scrap, but now sitting back a little, allowing Paper X to sight. They can play the player advantage retake.
Certainly can, and with weaker weapons, you have to take all advantages. Backs to the wall, Paper X normally come out swinging.
Aggression, initiative.
Always the plan. Forsaken waiting on this corner. Not alone, but Boo still worth his weight in gold. Takes one down with him, but it's Devi to double down. Trying to secure what looks like a dangerous round, and Batman with a rather uncharacteristic miss there. Finds himself in the cubby, but a quick made crossfire.
One enemy.
And that's lovely from Devi. Lovely work from him in the last couple of rounds, showing truly fantastic form.
Now they've got rifles. Jing with a judge. Got to create a game plan around putting him in lamps or something, don't you?
You'd imagine, right? But what the hell is this beginning? No, that fell far too short.
Just wasn't good enough there to set Miniboo up. It's an idea. I'll give him that. They're giving it away, though.
I thought they'd be a bit more subtle with this. If anything, it spurs Paper X on now, and Boo looking vulnerable. He's trying to keep back the flood on his own, and Patman very aware. Great damage, good seize. This is exceptional, but he does get cleared. With security found on the site and the plant in play. It's a 3v4.
Dropped.
Oh, Boo! He was just trying to play his life for so long. Eventually found him. The remaining 2 seem obvious, but Woot's still sharp as ever. Trying to do what he can to recover what feels like a lost round. 3 more targets and a very little amount of time to play with. Jing noted, but that's it.
Something aggressive, confident, already on the flank, up through short.
Oh, they're not even going to be thinking about that yet. They've got too many problems right in front of them, but the danger was always behind, and the crunch should be here. Rienz cannot do enough. Paper X, brilliant here. Not great.
Back over towards A. Boo and Woot still out here with that Marshall Sheriff combo. But you can't really get the value through the smoke you're looking for. They need rotates in fast.
Getting there, but it is going to be slightly behind the curve now. And spray and pray ain't going to be answered. It's Rien's only landing one back. Forsaken up at the helm, but Woot does well. No, it ain't over yet. As Heretics fighting tooth and nail for this. Everything they've got. Benji desperately doing this himself if he has to. The Forsaken found. Heretics, miracles answered now. It would be nice to see that little bit deeper fact-finding.
Oh, and they've got the ults to play for it this round.
Right, something searching deep on this. Still 2 players on the site, so it's certainly not a free take. Something's got to be careful. Ult comes in. Something back with the boys. Woot trying to hold the line from backside, but it's Heretics trading in 2 for 1. Site still not secure and Plant certainly not down. Boop just trying to stay alive through the smoke pretty much. Passing each other like ships in the night. Forsaken a little bit deeper than maybe they'd expect, but he can't do anything with it. This time something in Divine left, looking vulnerable. Easy to find, and Heretics finding stability in the final rounds here. 10-9 now.
They're controlling that aggression really nicely here on the defense side.
It's chaos on the site, but the Spike is left alone in showers. They can't get out yet.
Poison's off.
Calm before the storm. So close to one another, and it's Forsaken to strike first. And this is the brawl they were looking for. Jing finding Boo. It ain't over yet. No security to be found here yet. Woot, Rien's the last 2 alive. Didn't expect it in this round.
Jing's done incredibly at controlling lamps. Showstopper online as well, but no health to work with.
All 3 here. Woot, how much you meant to do? That's 1. Takes a bit of damage. He's right. Oh, he's absolutely right. Something. What do you have for us now? You'd love to find someone, but you've been found yourself. And the options looking dreary, being herded, put into a corner, but you can't do that to him. Rien's close by, ready to be the one to take 1 step further. 11 rounds now for Heretics.
Map 1. This is tough though to break.
Yeah, it really is. And it looks a contact piece. Knows his lines, but in the grave nevertheless. Rien's comfortable on the corner. And the cavalry called in as well. Rotations on the way. Prowler up long. Something trying to outstep Benji. Ain't gonna happen. Forsaken though, still alive and still a threat. Pop of the ult. Fights back on another. Benji's dead. It's a 3v3. But Miniboo getting interested. Traded out. Blow for blow, these 2 sides. Plant is in. Time on PaperX's side.
Have to wait for Boo. Boo booking it to try to get into Hookah as quickly as possible. But that opens opportunities for PaperX to go walkabouts. They're very separated currently. If Forsaken gets a pick though, he has ult online and the round is almost impossible to defuse.
They done enough. PaperX done enough here. Heretics running low on time. Have to make a move, make a chance, and Jing called upon to potentially save PaperX here. Around the houses we go. Oh, the Woot lives to fight another day as Heretics push on to 12. This is confidence aplenty, dangerous choices, but the right call and the right timing to fall away. Jing bold in his approach, but then going to be marked, going to be noted here.
There's a massive pit as well. Waylay grabbing a ton of information and setting up Woot on the line.
Oh, it's falling to pieces for PaperX. Getting no access here. Heretics in full control.
They have to go back into Benji Fishy's ultimate.
There. Last place you want to be going. What other option do they have now? Trying to clear the site as they go. Rien's putting down Divide. Just 2 left alive, and Heretics showing signs of life here in a rotation, but a prime position for Boo. Can he secure it now? Patman still standing, but merely for a moment. Lifeline gathered for Heretics.
It's up to PaperX now. The question is of them. Can they defeat their inner demons? This doubt at the back of their minds, just nagging at them, letting them know. They're going to Lotus. This is territory where they just lost that. Something as an individual that we're seeing on our screens right now.
That's a frustrating springboard in, slowed down for sure, but no over-rotates yet from Heretics. Playing quite calm towards that CT side. 2 different players now noted. They should have a good idea who's here. This early work from Woot, he's already dropped down. Both of them have, and it's a horrible surprise as Heretics ring the bells of PaperX.
One enemy remaining.
And they're not stopping. It's Divide needed, and he can't do enough.
Exactly as Kukuku was talking about on the desk. This is the style that Team Heretics would like to replicate. What Fnatic did.
PaperX now look to try and do something here. Not a great deal to play with. The Frenzy and a Sheriff on the other side.
Looks like a deliberately missed smoke here. But Forsaken has something to pop out of, and Boo's got the read.
Although something able to slip ahead, should be dead here. He is. Decent enough, though, to get one. Heretics happy to allow them in the door.
Yeah, they've got B locked off. They can take this fight.
Jing? Divide? Did you forget who you're facing, Heretics? You can't take them lightly. So now it's down on Woot and Rien's. A swift backhand to remind you the PaperX are lethal every day of the week.
Rien's has to survive, still
Can't
with
go
full
down.
util.
Whoa! Okay, Batman, show me some magic here. 30 HP and 45 seconds, plenty of time. Woot on the other side. Safety found in the end, but my God, they made that one dangerous.
Incredibly so.
Pretty calm here. This, I guess you could call it bonus. It's Woot. A slightly more passive line, that's the shoulder. You see decent. Oh my God, seeing more than just a decent amount of progress. Dropping the body.
That's an incredible shot. Pivot through into B though. Open doors and an easy plan. But Boo can tap this connector, throw a paranoia through, and distract for the retake. Heretics want to play for those.
Yeah, not out of the woods just yet, even on the better weaponry, so they're sending Jing forward. Putting his body on the line, and he's alone. No help coming, but he doesn't need it right now. Finally put down and traded out. It's Forsaken still alive. You're looking at the pressure on the back lines, but it's late. Boo goes down, and it looks like they've got this in hand. PaperX, alive.
Pretty bad grab net nade combo actually there from Heretics. Didn't go deep enough into the corner to catch onto Jing and put the pressure there in heavy.
Looking like a committed approach thus far. Swing on the door, drawing all eyes here. Blue room picked up by Miniboo. Danger on the door drop. Got to be careful. Got to be ready. And they're not. Miniboo catching two unawares. You don't get to do that against him. A third as well.
Spike down.
Leaving blue room painted red. Heretics leaving just two alive from PaperX now. What can Divide and Forsaken do?
Percentage play would be to save in this spot, but Forsaken makes a play, and Divide actually with a 2K eventually shut down though. They're not all about the ults this round to me.
Yeah, and that blue door rotation last time. Oh, it's Miniboo straight away. Can he catch him scrambling? Gonna be hard to find a target here. Might just post it towards tree, see what he finds. Oh, he's chasing this one. He wants to go further, and he finds Jing. Big scalp to claim. That's the showstopper gone. The reaction is required. Benji in Benzol gets the catch as well. Forsaken looking to be kidnapped. Benji trying to fall back somewhere safer, and it's just ults on ults now. Come back out though. Patman gonna find Benji before he had any say in the equation. Boom does work on one, but it's gonna be down to a 1v2. Woot's still alive and two men to find. Divide on guard duty will not let Patman fall. PaperX still in this.
But all of the retakers around putting the pressure on early. Heretics are going to be here almost as the plan goes down.
Yeah, this is very, very early. PaperX will be playing on the site itself. Only one disconnected away being Divide. Can they win out the scrap this time? No, so far they've fallen. Something goes down on the front lines. Benji rewarded. Find those next steps up though. Patman replies. It's not simple stuff just yet. Forsaken sends the paranoia and gives them time to turn, but Divide falls to Boo on the back line. That's to be the pressure from door. You can see the discomfort. Forsaken has to look left, look right. Jing still standing. Patman as well. 2v2. Patman playing it forward. It's fantastic. Great work from him. Leaving just Boo alive. Got bullets to play with. But there it is, time's gone. PaperX, I mean, getting the scraps they kind of wanted.
Patman's the savior again. After the play that he made in the previous round, taking the risk here. Looks like they might want to pivot through the blue room.
There.
Got Patman with an ultimate to give them information and take away audio cues on B.
Oh, look at his paranoia. Didn't quite get around the corner in time, but Boo's still going to be standing guard. It's G to do the damage and a great follow-up. Cracking in towards the B site, the plan looking likely. No ult to be able to bank on for Heretics, so plant in play. It's a 3v5.
You can't lose.
Learning quickly here, hand between. These are still fresh wounds. But able to adjust this well here is a fantastic sign for them. Taking the lead up to 5. Heretics, the rip. Looking for that Seize nade combo. VaporX have to be on guard here. Leaving it a second. And now the commitment. Scramble, get away. Batman gonna take a lot of damage.
How did he live?
I have no idea. I actually have no idea how he got away with that one. But they did lose one in the process. Forsaken did go down.
Forsaken's having a bit of a rough game here, 3-8. Trying to focus on calling a better squad.
Ooh, but that's not bad at all. This pivot towards B has been a great get out of jail free card for them. And a good fact finder looking a little bit deeper there and sending Rienz away barely alive. I like this from something a bit audacious, sure. You need something to secure you this comfortable post plant, but his teammate's fallen, and the aim's messy, a rarity to say, as Boo battling back for the boys. Just Devi and Patman, the two who've been exceptional for VaporX to this point.
The push from Patman is really nice. Threw a Seize to block off the waterfall players and now goes up towards Boo.
Somewhat behind them, and Devi still standing strong. Rienz was the walking wounded earlier. And again, the danger duo doing exactly what VaporX need, leading by example in this game. They are still stepping this way. Miniboo getting forced away. Paranoia coming in. Still Garden coming out as well. It's Benji playing this calm though.
He's still got the ult to be able to play around.
It's a worrying sound to hear. What a shot! Rienz, you are out of your mind! The 4 HP ain't much to be writing home about. VaporX still alive and breathing, still on the site.
Who's next?
An incredible recovery after essentially aimbot comes out from Rienz. A 3v3, but the spike can't go down. 10 seconds. Forsaken's got to create an opportunity.
10 seconds left.
Trying. It's on Miniboo. Oh, the wide run from something. As Boo has to face this on his own. A 1v3. It's so much to ask of one man. And VaporX have got to be feeling this now. Checks behind, nothing there. We can see where they reside. Oh, and he doesn't even get a look in. 8-4. Have they done enough for you? Is this enough after what we saw before?
It feels like it, doesn't it?
They take, I don't want to say full control, they don't quite have that CT security yet.
Nade, Haunt, Paranoia, so many tools for VaporX to flood.
They're going back in, they want this back. You don't get to take this away from us. And Devi loves it. It's Rienz still alive though, barely, 10 HP. Woot's still here, but that spike is deep within control of VaporX. Oh, but a gift from the gods. Patman turns around and is back on. Rienz, desperate to do it for the boys. But Jing on the other side, a big 1v1 toying with him. But Jing still standing his ground, 2 bullets. More than enough. He's got it, Jing! Stands bold against Woot, against VaporX. A critical round.
Shadows traveling.
VaporX looking to be disruptive, looking to do what they do best, get under the skin. God! Forsaken! Fantastic stuff here.
But you have to be ready for that play. It's one that VaporX runs on their light buy rounds so often. And Heretics, in the midst of the chaos, forget.
We'll be remembering, though, to catch Devi on that little bit of a peak, however. So at least a small bit of silver lining to be had. But it ain't much. That's not bad, though. Trying to force Forsaken away. That would be great for Heretics. They need something like this. Still got to keep these boys quiet, keep them cool. Something getting curious. We saw he was the one pushed up towards Rumble. Doesn't get the shot he wanted. Benji, good work. Flatmen gonna find a reaction though and start making this feel dangerous. It's a 3v2 suddenly. The ult has got to catch. It's what they needed to maybe make this feel equal. But Rienz now starting to feel pressured against the odds again. Rienz has to go above and beyond here. He can't do it alone. And VaporX look untouchable.
They are in control. They have the momentum. Heretics against the ropes.
It will only take a couple more punches and it might be knockout. Heretics Literally back to the wall, but come out swinging. Forsaken still standing though.
Down A.
The master of their disaster in just the previous. They do much more. It's Pac-Man this time. They all want to go at it. Heretics can't breathe right now. It's simply sensational from Paper X. 12 rounds to their name, barely touched. Not making it towards site, but in their way, Devi. Been brilliant. Unison with him, not alone, something there, stands his ground. Gonna be hunted though, something, so much pressure on him. Miniboo gonna take away Devi. This is not the same sort of start here. Heretics putting everything into this.
Planted.
Paper X fast on this flank though, gobbling up all of the space behind. So despite the fact they're in a 4v5, plenty of chances to close things out here.
Certainly could. TP back for Boo, trying to find some safety. The map gets smaller. Paper X smothering them alive. Heretics cannot breathe. It's all on Benji. And what can one man do? Absolutely nothing. Paper X, masters of their own fate, vanquishing their demons.